Right, guys, ladies and gentlemen. So it's Wednesday, yeah, so like 23rd of July, and we have so many updates about the TMX, about the banking system. We have the new great landing page, yeah, so like for the pre-launch, that's gonna be the really cool. Yeah, and of course, like, yeah, we're on the final line for the TG. So if you still like, want to participate in that, if you still want to buy some tokens, so you can do that because it's gonna be closed really, really soon. And yeah, definitely, guys, right now is the time just to check all the updates what we have, and just maybe if you like have some friends, someone who wanna check it as well, so you can do that. You can bring them on board. Yeah, so like Brian, like together with one of his basically like designer, like Adam, they made a really great basically landing page. Yeah, so you'll see that today. We're gonna go through that, like over that, and you're gonna get all the updates. Yeah, Brian, so you can just take it away.
Right, what is going on, everybody? So we're still in the TGE phase. Okay, so we're still raising Ethereum to get more TMX tokens. So, just to start off for any new people that are in this, I'll go ahead and share my screen and kind of show you this aspect of it. So we're still on this page. We're still utilizing this page. This is our TGE page. If you're brand new, this is what someone's going to send you with their refer code, probably down here in the bottom right. Let me go ahead and move everybody really quick. Hold on. Okay, bottom right down here. And when you do this, you're not going to like copy this. You're not going to copy this part. You're just going to click this little guy over here, this little bitty two squares, and then you'll paste that. Okay, so that's how that works. And then when they do that, they'll paste it in their browser, they'll connect their MetaMask, and they'll have some Ethereum right here, and then they'll do a deposit. You do a deposit and it'll show your amount right here, what you deposited. This is the total amount. The minimum is 0.05 to do the deposit as well. And we've raised 75% of the total 485. So it's first come, first serve. After this, we're looking to get listed on multiple different exchanges. Jake's not here right now because he is in conversation with another exchange that we've not talked about at all, which is I don't know if it's top 10 or top 15, but they do billions of volume of trading as well. Some really good trading exchanges. He's looking to get on multiple different multis that are doing over $10 billion in trading. So that's awesome. That just brings so much volume to our token, real volume, not marketing bot volume, what you see a lot of these programs have out there that are just trying to create volume. This is like real people trading your tokens. This is like what you see in the mainstream cryptocurrency and tokens out there. So, you know, uh, add more and more to this, whatever you want to do, get some more, grow this, use your referral link, everything, because you can get more and more claimable affiliate bonuses as well. So, like, this is where I've shared and shared. I've got 4,400 of them coming. More people join, obviously, that number goes down, but the value goes up. So, in the market, if we go look in the market, we look at Bitcoin. Obviously, that's the granddaddy and everything. It's just going sideways, which is good. It's, up and down, going sideways. Let's go to the hourly chart, see how that's kind of going sideways right here. So, we want Bitcoin to just kind of stay sideways. It can pop up and all, that's good, but it's doing a measured move. If it does the move right here, it's definitely going up 26, 27, 28. Now looking at Ethereum. So we had some pullback here the last 12 hours, roughly. We were sitting around 37.60 right here, and now it's pulling back to, right around 35. And talking with Jake, Jake's like, if we move down to this level right here, if we come back to this level at 33, he's like, looking to, if it does right here in this like little area right here, it'll bounce back up. And he's like, we could possibly close at 35. He goes, but if it just bounces off at 35, that means we're going back up to 4 pretty quick. So just be aware of that. And that's, coming from Jake. Jake knows the markets way better than I do. I'm just taking his advice and what he's saying and regurgitating it to everybody. So Ethereum's looking good. I mean, to me personally, we know it's going up. We know everything is going to go up. And if you're in crypto and you've been here a while, do you see this list of all red? This is when you buy it. You wouldn't have bought yesterday or the day before when it was all green, sitting at 37, 38. So right now is when everybody should be, buying the dip a little bit, getting some more as we go here. So with that, it's a good time to get it because when it goes up, it goes up. So now I want to move on to the site that we posted the other day for the TMX Global. So this is a full-fledged banking system with a MasterCard that you can load crypto on, kind of like how I've showed you guys in the past, where I did a little tutorial on how I add crypto to it and go through. So like here, I would say definitely look through this, read about it, and we put together our we got our logos, we got our YouTube channels, we're putting together the packaging, we're getting together the banking side of it and all that, and to give you guys some more transparency and basically just know what this is all about. So it's not just a crypto card. Like there's literally you got the ability to do OTC, and OTC is like moving large amounts of funds or moving large amounts of crypto and moving it over to fiat or to euros or different, just moving with inside of the OTC platform. It's like almost having your own exchange where you control your funds all the time. So the cool part about this is, nobody's ever in the way of your funds. Like, no, we're not in the flow of funds. You guys are controlling it all by having this banking system. It is phenomenal how this works. So just kind of goes over more information about it. They got a little calculator on, how to mess with it. Once we get the percentages, we'll post it in there. A little bit about our vision, our mission, the roadmap. I mean, we just starting this. I like roadmaps that are like June, July, August, September. So that's pretty cool. So we're looking for this whole rollout to happen mid-August. With that, it just kind of comes to the banking and all the underwriting and what's going on with the bank. But you're basically just going to write your first and last name, your phone number, your email, and who referred you. I would use their whole name so that way they know, not just like TMX or Trade Tribe. I see people that literally wrote, "I've been in Trade Tribe for a long time." Like, okay, that's cool, but who referred you? You know, so make sure when you share this, because anybody can share this. We'll have a list of who referred, and we'll be, getting out and getting back to those people about this. So we do have some close, obviously, with our affiliate, our merchant side, and that aspect. So now I want to share this really quick. See if this works. So in the TGE phase, and I don't know if everybody has seen this yet, but I want to make sure you have. So let me know if you can hear this, Tim. I'm gonna,
Yeah, just switch it on.
okay.
Think 10x gains are
Yeah,
exciting?
yeah, we could hear it.
100x entry. Buying TMX tokens before listing at the lowest possible price. The TMX TGE on Tribe DEX is capped at just 485 ETH in public allocation. Once it's gone, it's gone. With $871,000 already raised in private rounds, only this limited pool remains at launch floor pricing. Post TGE, TMX goes live on big exchanges, weeks plus top 10 CEX coming, with massive upside potential. Early backers entering now effectively buy at pre-listing prices. Prime position for a significant spike when trading opens. Plus, TMX tokenomics support long-term growth, up to 500% APY staking, buyback and burn, governance rights, and high-yield liquidity pools, all designed to sustain value and create demand. This is a strategic move to lock in entry-level pricing, ride the listing momentum, and aim for outsized returns, up to 100 times upside. Don't miss it.
So that says it way better than I can. So I love that video. That's something everybody should share to anybody instead of trying to explain it yourself. And then let's move into what I was talking about a minute ago on, what is TMX Global? So let me jump in here and share this. This is just like a little 2-minute intro video that you'll be able to share and utilize as well.
In a world overflowing with innovation, why is money still confined to outdated systems? Is this truly the height of financial progress? Why do 1.7 billion people remain unbanked in an era where data moves faster than thought? Why is trust still expensive? and so often exclusive? Why does it cost so much to send value across a border or to send it home? Why do small businesses and even corporations wait days to access funds that should move in seconds? Because the system wasn't designed for you. It wasn't made to serve communities, entrepreneurs, or enterprises. It was made to serve itself. But what if we didn't fix the system? What if we replaced it entirely? What if the smallest startup and the largest enterprise had equal access to global infrastructure? What if money moved as freely as information? What if the tools of financial empowerment were available to everyone, from the unbanked to global organizations? Access, speed, trust, control, not theoretical, not future state, built now for people, small businesses, and corporate grade users. TMX Global is a full stack financial engine, eliminating barriers, democratizing trust, and restoring control. This isn't the end of a broken era. It's the beginning of a borderless one. This is TMX Global.
I love that. It kind of tells you a little bit about everything. We have a YouTube channel that we have, I think, 7 videos on there with some descriptions about them as well. And it is really exciting. So, like, a lot of people are just maybe I get the questions about, what about the card? Like, I really want to know more about the card. And, not only you'll have a borderless banking system that you control all your funds anyways, but the card is really cool. So this video is it's super short.
Introducing the TMX Global Hybrid Card, the ultimate mix of prepaid, credit, and crypto in one powerful tool. 100% approval, no credit checks. Shop online or in store, anywhere Visa or MasterCard is accepted. Send money instantly, toggle on off, and even use it for hotels, rentals, and ATM cash access. With built-in crypto and a security Bontech wallet, it's privacy, power, and total control. Click to learn more and take control of your money globally.
So these are all going to be utilized as great marketing tools for us to use and for us to share with. So, like, that's something that if you were looking to use this, which I think a lot of people will, and they'll utilize this to be able to move any crypto from anywhere to this platform and use it. So the idea that we've had is to make sure like everything is kind of streamlined together. So like sometimes it's like you get in a place and you don't know how to spend crypto. I always see videos where like, oh, I'm holding a billion XRP, but I don't know how to spend it. Well, now we do. Now we can show you exactly how to spend anything and everything and utilize your crypto for daily bills. I take the crypto that I'm making and I went and paid my Wi-Fi bill. I paid my electric with it. I'm using a virtual card right from my phone. I don't have my physical card yet, but I'm paying all my bills with that. And then I'm telling people, around here about it, and they're just like, what, how? And it's like, hey, you're gonna need to set up a banking system with us. You'll get a virtual card and a physical card to use. So with TMX Exchange and TMX Global, they're completely two different things, right? Because in TMX Global, we will have a banking system, we will have a card and everything. And that can be for anybody and anywhere in the world, not just TMX people. It's anybody and everybody can use this, right? Unbankable people that are maybe like, I can't access my funds anymore because the government's taking it. Well, you can set an account up here and they're not taking it. So that way you have access to all of your money. So it's definitely completely separate. One thing I like about it though, we're going to implement the USDT Arbitrum 1 network. So there's also, other networks as well. There'll be other coins as well that you can fund into TMX Global. But here's kind of like a little idea on that. Let me see. Do you see this back office right here, Tim?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so in this is like the back office that we're gonna have. It's gonna have our logo on here. We'll have, this is your dashboard. So if I wanted to send crypto, I'd come down here to crypto. And the deposit address for the token like that we're going to be using on the Arbitrum One network will be down here. That will come down here and we'll just click the little I. You got your wallet address, you got your scan code. When you do this, you'll send it and it'll show up right here in your crypto wallet. Simple as that. Then you can go to cards and you can literally click, well, sorry, you will go to, where is it at? Right here. Let's go right here to card wallets, load card. Yeah, same thing, cards. And then I would, since I sent crypto over, here's the money in crypto. I'll click right here, 0.98, and hit confirm. And then I'll get, an email here. And then I'll send this email. Every time you do this, you got the verification emails, just to let you know. I always forget that when we jump on these Zooms and like, oh crap, there it is. All right, so let me put this in. And oh, that didn't work. All right, and right there, success, view transaction. It shows right here how that loaded, shows a little bit about it. You can read your information on there, processing. Normally it's really fast when you do this. And this is something like us as a company will make sure that there's obviously large amounts of crypto and large amounts of funds in here to always be able to load. So this process will say complete, and then there it goes, it popped into complete. You go to cards, and then you just sync it. So you click sync and it'll sync it, which it already did it for me. So now I got $321 loaded on my virtual card. So we'll have a little logo probably right here that says TMX Global on it. This is my physical card. This is my virtual card. I'm waiting for this one to be shipped to me. Shipping times are not that long. I think we will have those out pretty quick within like 3 to 4 weeks to people on the metal cards and then the plastic cards as well. So it's pretty seamless how this works, and we'll be teaching people as we go. And with this as well, there'll be a 3-level affiliate side to that for people. So as you're sharing it and as you're sharing like the website, make sure people put your information that you shared it to them. You know what I mean? Or if you're a networker and you need the hard copies, like outside the YouTube channel to make your own ClickFunnels pages, just get with us and say, just send me the original script video, and send you over those videos that you can put a little funnel page together to start building your own pre-list. So this is going to be pretty massive. The company that we basically got this from, they stopped any competing with us. They don't have an affiliate side anymore. We're the only ones with the affiliate side. We can white label other companies. You as a community could bring people to us that will do large amounts of transactions and probably get cut in on a percentage of that deal throughout the platform as well too, which is really cool how this works. So with that, like the cost of these cards, the packages will range from like 250 to, I don't know what the top card will be, but we will have those. But the packages, it's a full package for just a minimum of 250. So that's the plastic card. The other cards above that are like 500, 1,000. And then there's some top tier cards that we haven't got put together yet, but they want to add anything from lounges to something, what did he say? Travel, different perks that people will want to use that want to spend that much on those cards. And then there is some added benefits on those upper level packages from 500 to the top package. If you're utilizing the cards monthly and you're swiping the card up to 20 times a month, and you're doing 5 of those transactions of like moving crypto around or moving it e-wallet to e-wallet or loading it to your bank and everything on there, you will get a percentage from the fees of the entire community. That is not passive income at all. You have to actually utilize the card the certain amount of times that we'll go over for you to get that. So a lot of people thought that's like, oh, well, it's passive income getting a higher card. No, it's actually you got to utilize the card. So that's something. So with that, let me kind of show you guys what I mean. So on to get those, see, like these are transactions. You need 5 transactions. And then if you're talking about overall transactions, hold on, Aiden. These are the card load transactions right here. Let's go to the card and scroll down, and you can see here, these are like swipes, card transactions. So qualifying transactions would be up there, and then these are just like swipes, swipe, 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 swipe. 20 of those, like it's super easy, especially if you're utilizing it. and using it. And one thing about this too, like the banking portal, you have a full-fledged, legit banking portal with a bank account. If you're in the United States, here's your USD. If you're in Europe, you got a Euro account. You got a Great Britain pound account too, and more will be added on here. More will be added, so don't worry about that. But this is something like, say Tim wants to send me $10,000 in euros. He can literally go to his back office and he can send me euros to my account in here, and then I can transfer it to my USD account. And with the USD account, it has account numbers, routing numbers, everything. I can attach it to all the bills that I have and pay my bills right out of my checking account here. So if you want to have a borderless, bank account, this is it, where you literally can control your money. You can have $1 million in here and move it to crypto and move it out the same day. This isn't like where if you go to the bank and you ask for $10,000 cash, they need to set you up an appointment because they don't even have $10,000 in their vault. So like anytime you have control of your funds, it's really cool how this banking system works. It's kind of like they said, it's not like we're like evolving this whole situation. And there's nothing else out there that can do what we do. There's nobody that has unlimited liquidity to be able to convert $1 billion in USD to Bitcoin in tranches of bang, 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 and then moving it out. So this is really cool what we've found and how we're merging this together kind of with TMX exchange, because as you're staking your TMX tokens, you're going to be earning the USDT in that Arbitrum network. So instead of probably what a lot of people have done in the past is, how do I cash that out? Well, a lot of people use Cash App. They have to take that USDT, they have to move it through a third party to convert it to Bitcoin. They lose money, a lot of money doing that. They move it over to Cash App, they sell it, they lose some more money, and then they got it in their bank account. Cool. Well, Cash App's going to send you a 1099. TMX Global is not. You're not going to get a 1099 for doing anything there using your cards at all. But you get USD Tether on the Arbitrum network. You withdraw it from your wallet, say your MetaMask or your Trust wallet, move it right over to this platform like I showed you on that USDT when we get the right token on there. You don't have to swap it at all. It goes right in, and then you load it on your card for a really small fee. And then you can use it anywhere that MasterCard's accepted. So that is the really cool part. And then the second cool part is like actually starting. So like if Jose talks to somebody about this that's brand new and they're like, I don't even know how to buy crypto. He's going to say, well, you need to get it set up with a TMX global banking system. So that way you can get yourself a bank account. You can take your Bank of America or your Regions or your US Bank or wherever, First State Bank of, Boca Raton or whatever, and then wire it from there to your TMX global bank account, move that to crypto, just a couple clicks of a button, and then send it to maybe their Trust wallet, attach it to TMX as liquidity or buy the TMX token, stake that, and then start earning. And then when they're earning that USDT and then some TMX tokens, they can take those USDT and then move it back to TMX Global, load their card and spend it, or put it back into the bank account. So it's kind of like a little figure eight system going on here. And, it's like I look at it like a giant trust circle. So like TMX Global is not going anywhere. We have a legit, secure, audited exchange that's going to be pretty much phenomenal how it works on the decentralized space where no centralization, nobody kind of tell you what to do and what you got to send me some more information so we can withdraw your money. No, you just push a command and it happens, right? And then you got Jake working to get our token, TMX token, on multiple exchanges, multiple different exchanges. Not only, there you go, cashing money in right there, Jose. So like when you get on multiple exchanges like that, that gives you the ability, if you want, to take your TMX tokens and put them on those exchanges and do anything with them as well. But it gives those people, the millions of people on those exchanges, to see our token, to learn that there's tons of utility behind it, tons of information behind it, a lot behind it. They come in, they see more and more about us, and they want to use it. Because like Tim has used the buyback card, David's used the Ultima card. I don't even have a card before this. I just sent crypto to somebody. He brought me cash and charged me anywhere from 2 to 10%, so having flat rates and having cards that is a lot less cheaper, it's going to be really, really cool. And then all of it and you got a metal card that'll say TMX Global on it with your name. People are going to ask what that is and how do I get one? So, Tim, David, go ahead. I'm going to go through the chats really quick. Looks like there's a lot of
Yeah,
conversation going.
I just want to add, guys, that like, so much things was done already. Yeah, so like I just, seen that James asked it if that gonna be the one website or two websites, but I think Brian, he already answered that question. Yeah, so like it's just like two separate websites. Yeah, so like the TMX Global everyone can use, and like besides, we can't implement, like the old banking system inside the DEX. Like, it's not possible because like DEX is the separate system, right? And like, the traders will gonna work there, the people will gonna use it, and the banking system, of course, it's gonna be separate. Like it should be separate. Yeah, so like, but it's going together, and anyone can use it, anyone can promote that. And like also I seen the question that I think Berto asking about the prices. Like the prices will gonna be posted a little bit later, but of course the metal card will gonna cost a little bit more, and the plastic card gonna cost a little bit less. Yeah, so we're just also working on that. So yeah, like so many great things will gonna happen, guys, and just like it's like Jake said, it's the final basically line for the launch. So like just basically the few days I think we are, and we're gonna be right there. Yeah, Dave, maybe you want to add something also to this.
Yeah, no, I mean everything is just everything's amazing. Just the overview that Brian did and just where we're at right now. Just to touch on a few things that Brian was talking about. I mean, think about it. Like in California right now, they passed a law to take your crypto if you don't use it, if you don't log in, or if you don't do anything for 3 years. So those are on centralized exchanges. So if you don't own your crypto keys, you don't own your crypto. So decentralized is the future, guys. Everything that we're doing is all decentralized. You want to just focus on being your own bank and sharing it with other people. And when this TMX Global card is in your hands, this is going to be the most easiest thing in the world, where if you want to refer people, you can. And I think by default, there's going to be a lot of people doing that unintentionally, because if somebody comes up to you, you own crypto, and they're going to say, hey, can I buy crypto off of you? I got cash. And you're going to tell them, no, I got a way. We have a banking system where you could actually use your own fiat to buy the crypto. And it's just going to be the most easiest conversation with you guys. It's going to be a 3-level affiliate side. And I know a lot of people personally don't like to share nothing, but when it comes to this conversation, it's the most easiest thing in the world to share this with. And besides that, you guys, crypto's on sale. You look at Ethereum right now, it's on sale. Buy, buy, buy. You saw the other day, there's a big whale that bought over $100,000 worth of TMX tokens. Think about it, guys. There's a lot of people right now that are seeing these are the last days. So I highly encourage you guys, if you guys bought TMX tokens, or if you haven't bought TMX tokens, what are you waiting for? Buy more, buy more, buy more. And just, I'm telling you guys, this is going to be something where we're going to look back in the next 90 days, the next 6 months, and we're going to be like, man, I am so glad I listened to Jake. I'm so glad I listened to Brian. So glad I listened to Tim, because, times like this, they change people's lives financially. I've seen it happen in the past. And, I didn't, I missed the boat. I'll be honest with you. I missed the boat a lot of times. This time, I'm not missing the boat. So we're bringing as many people as we can with us, because this is something where it's going to really change your lives financially. You guys are going to be in a great position to really do something, whether it's TMX tokens or the TMX Global card. We just got so much value for you guys. And just, if you haven't told anybody about the TMX tokens TGE event, let them know about it, because we're winding down. This is it. The last, I don't know how many days left, Tim, but this is basically it. So bye, bye, bye. And we'll see you guys later.
Yeah,
So
definitely. Yeah, just
I
Brian.
dropped the link. I dropped the link to the
Okay.
YouTube channel, and I saw James asked this. Like, I think I answered it already, but these are going to be kind of two separate, entities, But we obviously want it to be TMX and TMX. So, but like I said, we will be doing overviews and teaching and Zooms just on TMX Global, because there's a lot of people. I think there's over 500 to 1,000 people that are ready to join. instantly when we turn this on because we have a very lucrative 3-level compensation plan with this, plus the ability to use a card, plus the banking system, plus you earn a little bit from the fees of the overall community by utilizing the card as well. So, we'll be going over, but if you can go and subscribe here, and if you can write some stuff on each one of the videos, watch it, like it, comment. I can't wait for TMX Global and TMX Exchange to launch. Just to help out and see people on there. But yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have like a full-fledged way for people to make money all over the place, sharing this banking system opportunity, sharing the exchange, because there's going to be 3 levels on trading volume utilized in the exchange as well when you share that. So getting people involved, having them fund their crypto from global to the exchange, staking it, you have potential to make some extra money that way just from sharing the exchange. Plus yourself, we are all probably a majority of us here, the biggest token holders of this community. And the way to get the tokens once we launch, it's going to be a lot harder for those people to get them. They're going to need to stake liquidity. They're going to need to stake tokens. They're going to need for us to sell, for them to buy it. And then the way the tokens will be distributed out will be years for those people to get a lot of those tokens. So, that brings our token more value for it to go up, especially the more exchanges we get on there. So Jake's working around the clock on that. He's like, sorry, I can't even get on any Zooms this week. I'm literally booked all day long and all night long. I need a couple days off. But right now it's team no sleep because we want to launch this global TMX card banking system before as fast as possible. You know what I mean? We're trying to do this as fast as possible. So that way we can start having everybody set up. We can get everybody's cards mailed out. And if you share it, I love the part of sharing it because, like, say Frida joins and she buys whatever pack. And when she does that, first level is a 30% referral. So, say she spends $1,000 on that $1,000 pack to get the extra 20% from the fees from using the card and get the metal card and, everything with that. I would make $300 that I can instantly transfer from my balance to my banking system anywhere I want in there. I could put $300 into crypto and send it out to my Exodus wallet. I could put $300 on my virtual card instantly before I even get my physical card. You get the virtual card, you click credentials, you got your information, you load it on your GPay or you load it on your Apple Pay, and you just go right to the store and buy you a cheeseburger or whatever you want to buy. You know what I mean? So like it's really cool how this works. And I got to test it out from the previous company before we kind of was like, hey, we're taking over. You know what I mean? So it's really cool how this works. So we're really excited to have this. So yeah, it's kind of like a no-brainer. And do we have to put our addresses to get the card? If you want it shipped to you, yes. There is a light KYC to do it because this is connecting to MasterCard, and this is a 100% legit bank account that you will get from a top tier 1 bank from anywhere in the world. We're partnered with over 15 to 20 of them, and more bigger ones to even be announced soon too, because you can see in social media that more banks are kind of like accepting it and utilizing crypto for loans and a lot of different things. So we're ahead of the curve on all that. We're working with them. And so yes, you have to put some information in, but again, there's no reporting going to happen. So like you're not getting reported, but you do need to they need to make sure it's you to have this bank account, because if it's a top tier 1 bank and you got all your money in that bank account, you could walk right into the bank and take your money out of that bank account. So that's kind of cool how it is. So yeah, no reporting to anybody on any aspects of that. I mean, unless you want to report yourself. But I mean, hopefully y'all know that by now. So yeah, that's how that works. But yes, you will definitely need to do a light KYC and go through that process. I did it, had no problem. The only time someone had a problem is they literally used every other information that wasn't theirs and thought they were going to have a KYC pass. So they're like, I don't know why it didn't work. Like you put the wrong birthday in, you put the wrong everything, you didn't use a picture of yourself. Like this isn't funny business. I mean, and talking to the bank presidents and all the bankers that I've been talking to a lot lately, they're like, if you can get a card that you don't KYC to, that you should not be using that card. And if you do, you should use like maybe a minimum of 20 to $50 on it because they are going to rob you. It's a matter of time. It's not legit. Visa, MasterCard will not work with anybody that doesn't do some sort of very light KYC. And they're like, I don't know what you've been told, but that's how it works. So, that's my input on that side. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So, yep, this is really cool. And then we will probably see you guys. Like, let's pay attention to Ethereum. More we talk about it and drop it in the groups, more people can pay attention to it. We're all excited for that to pump. I know the market is all over the place right now, but there is a pullback. When it's red, that's when the blood on the streets is when you buy some. You don't buy it when it's green because it's going to be red the next day or two. So don't get FOMO'd into that stuff, okay? We're all sitting on a big stack of TMX, and obviously our TMX has grown so much since we started. I remember when Jake told everybody to buy Ethereum at 1400 and 1300, 1500, 1800, 2300. So a lot of people have done that here. So congratulations. We're all going to be very, very happy as time goes by. So, all right, guys, that's it. That's it for Wednesday. I don't know if we're doing a Zoom tomorrow. We'll update you guys on that. I mean, we're working around the clock trying to get everything done for both systems and everything. And then I know we'll be back Monday. And so shoot some love to the YouTube channel. Xbase is doing good. So we got a lot of good things happening. So this is really cool. Like we are working around the clock. It's literally team no sleep. So that's for real. So thanks, Tim. Thanks, David. Thanks everybody for being on. Having your cameras on too. That's awesome. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Sometimes when no
thanks,
cameras,
Brian.
I feel like I'm talking to myself.
I just want to add something about the banking system, guys, because I'm using the Bybit card, yeah, but on the Bybit you have the limit. Let's say if I just want to go to the ATM and I want to take the money, like from the ATM, so I limit it with the 10,000 euro per year. Yeah, like for the 1 year I cannot take more than 10,000 euro. Also, right here in Europe we have the places, yeah, where you can go right there. You can send them crypto and they will give you cash. Yeah, but also you are limited with like 9,000 euro per month, right? And if you want to get more, so you must to provide for them the source of income where you've got that money. Yeah, so it's a lot of the headache. But right here, that's what we're gonna have with the TMX Global. So it's no limits. Yeah, so basically you have the card you can get from the one ATM, from another ATM. I know that's the really great solution for Germany because Germany is really restricted. Right there, you even can't do anything. Yeah, like even they don't have any exchanges crypto to fiat like offline. They don't have it. So I know that so many people from the different countries and it will gonna help basically everyone. So just like that. So yeah, thanks Brian, the great presentation as always. Yeah, so Dave and guys, we'll see you really soon. I think yeah, I'm not sure about tomorrow, but definitely Monday gonna be another update. So see you soon, and of course recording gonna be posted. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.